ecstasy.
Oh, we're live. See, we do that all the time. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Mindminx Show. I am your favorite Mindminx, and we are with Mixed Vibes Radio, as we always are. I just want to give a couple of shout-outs really quickly to Castro Beats for this amazing original beat for the Mindminx Show, so thank you very much. And also to our official sponsor, Absalom, located at 223 DeGraw Avenue in Teaneck, New Jersey. I have a super talented kid, and I'm just gonna call you kid because I'm probably old enough to be your mom, and I am, and I'm in awe of everything IzzyNyce. Which, all right, let's talk about the name, because every time I hear it in my head, are you asking the question, IzzyNyce?
So it started off as a question, feel me? Like, so I've only ever had one rap name, and it was IzzyNyce, or one artist name. My stepdad actually gave it to me because I couldn't find a name. So he was just like, yo, what about IzzyNyce? And I was like, nah. And he's like, no, bro, like, is he nice? Is he nice? And I was like, oh, that's hard. But then, like, I feel like I put in enough, work for it to be a statement now. So it's just like, yeah, IzzyNyce. Like,
I love it because that's exactly how I said it.
Do I have to keep it clean?
No, you can curse.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, they're like, yeah. That nigga nice.
All right, you can say that word. I will not be saying that word. All right, so I just want to give another shout out to the amazing Jimmy Greco for allowing us his space. Thank you so much. If you don't know who he is, that's not my fault.
Google him.
Yeah.
Google him.
And I'm gonna call. Of course. All right, let's talk about IzzyNyce.
Let's do it.
The pen god.
What you trying to get into?
I want to know everything about you. I want everybody else to know everything about you, so that the only thing left to do is to hear your music and then fall in love.
Bet.
So tell me, listen.
I mean, I go by IzzyNyce. They also call me the pen god. I was born in Middletown, New York. Then I moved to Jersey City in '99. To the Hill, to like Greenville section, and then I moved up to the Heights, and then I moved to Union City, and I started doing music in my bedroom when I was like 13. I was always writing and stuff, but like actual like recording, I was a trash engineer though. Like my music sounded so bad, but everyone starts somewhere. So
the fact that you know what to do is amazing all on its own. I wouldn't know how to do that. I know how to do voice memos on my
I got some great mentors, feel me, people who helped me out along the way. Cito on the beat, your boy Lex, I Come North. They all helped me get my foot in on the technical aspect of music.
Well, so let's talk about Cito, because he is the first actual blue check that I'm friends with on social media. I'm not gonna lie. And I loved it because I met him and shout out to Uniquely Coordinated, because I met him at an event
at the All Eyes on Me, right?
All Eyes on Me, yep, the Artist Experience, and then again at the Music Makes Me High tour.
Got you.
So that's where I got to see all.
That was in
Secaucus.
The American Dream, right? Oh
no, Secaucus.
Music Makes Me High tour. What am I thinking of?
That was Mr. Cheeks.
Oh yeah.
From Lost.
At the A Loft again, yeah. Cito. It's my brother, man. It's one of my best friends. Funny thing about him, like the fact that we even end up being as close as we were, is when I was like a teenager, like 13, 14, I would hit him up, like, yo, I'm trying to get some beats, bro. I want to work. And he'd never answer me. Feel me? He wouldn't even leave me on red. He just wouldn't even open my messages. So that one day, I'm at this studio. The studio went by TCMG. Shout out Bunk. He was over there with me, and Lex. And he walks into the studio I'm in, right? I know who he is, but I'm just like, what's good, bro? Feel me? I'm Izzy. He's like, yeah, I'm Cito. He sits in the corner. I go through music. And by the time he left, he was like, yo, I want you to come by my studio. I want to work with you. And then it went from doing a record to, yo, I'm trying to write some hooks for my website. Like for his, well, at the time it was Airbit, but you know, like BeatStars, like it's pretty much like that. And then it got to, I want you to come in and help me pen records for artists. And then, you know, it just spiraled into like all of that, like being intertwined. And then in 2018, I started working with him out of Lava Studios. And we're building an empire now, slowly but surely.
Wait, I got a question.
What's up?
Did he ever see all your unread messages?
I don't think so. He probably don't even want to go back and read it.
I would be like, can you just please check them?
Right. Right.
So you're saying like from when you were 13. How old are you now that, you know, you make it sound like it was eons ago?
26. I'll be 27 in October.
Wow. October what?
17th.
I'm the 18th.
Yeah?
Yo.
Libra gang.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, we're doing pounds out here. Word up.
Absolutely. So that's amazing because you didn't give up. And I had an interesting conversation with another professional earlier today who said not to give up. There's going to be just as many bad moments as there is good, but to not give up. So that's a good example.
Yeah. There's probably going to be more bad moments than good ones, but you just got to appreciate it all because you need those bad moments to get to where you're going. You just got to stay, you know, you got to keep a level head, you know, and stay resilient because life shit crazy, man.
Mm-hmm. So how has Izzy evolved from 13-year-old Izzy to now almost 27 Libra?
I would definitely say, well, one, obviously, like, I was an immature little shit back then. But I would say that I just had to, like, find my way in the world because, damn, this sounds like crazy. So I was raised by my pops, right? But him being a single parent, he was always working and stuff. So I kind of like, he provided, but he didn't really like spend like enough time in the crib or like take us out and this and that. Like just spend time and get to know who we were. So like it was like me and my brother kind of raising each other. Feel me? Like, and that's not his fault, but he you know, he could have did a little more, but you know, that's whatever. So I kind of just had to like have those talks with myself, you know, like just like, yo, you gotta get on your shit, bro, because at any moment all this could go away. Like, you feel me? Might take your last breath, feel me? You never know. Like I lost my best friend in 2014, and that like really kicked me in my ass, you know what I'm saying? So it was just about like I had to find like an appreciation for all the good and the bad.
That's a lot to take in at 14 years old.
Yeah, but you know, shit happens. It's life.
It's life.
It's life. We wish things didn't happen, but we need certain things to help mold us into who we are. So,
okay.
You know, and everything that I went to molded me into who's sitting right in front of you, you know?
All right, so let's talk about that. Who's sitting in front of me? So, and he was impressed with our fact findings.
Yeah, you got the good stuff on there.
Says you appeared on DTF Radio in July 2017. What is DTF Radio?
You know what? I don't even know what it stands for.
I mean, there's different
like the
versions.
only DTF I know is the
down
the
to down to French fry.
I'm dead. But yeah, that was it was like, I don't know, it'd be weird because when you do interviews and people don't do their research on you, it's kind of like, why am I here? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I kicked the dope freestyle on there, so that was cool. But like, other than that, like,
oh, so there was it was an interview,
yeah,
and they didn't do their homework.
Nah.
You know, I all right, not to toot my own horn, but I feel like a lot of interviewers don't do their homework.
Yeah.
And like, that's the whole point. You want to get to know them. So
right.
I am sorry you had that experience.
I've had that experience like twice.
Oh wow.
Feel me?
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, kinda, because I've also done a bunch of interviews where people did do their homework.
That's good.
You know, so I guess like I got to do a better job at going into those platforms and seeing how they conduct their interviews.
Like you did with me. He literally read my fact sheet. He's like, whoa.
Yep.
All right, so let's do the next one. You dropped your first music video, Do Not Disturb Freestyle, in October 2017.
Yeah, that was a viral moment for me. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, my shit got lit. And then I ended up doing a show after I dropped the video, because I originally uploaded the song on SoundCloud, and then I dropped the video. And then I did a performance in Union City, and I had that song at the end of my set. And like, once the words came in, like, the whole crowd started singing it word for word.
Wow.
I just dropped the mic. I was in like complete awe. Like,
That must have been an
even know how to
amazing
feel.
feeling.
Yes,
that's like having your
like
first, time having a drug and then trying to chase that high again.
Yeah, it's like acid.
I was gonna say coke, but now I'm dating myself.
Already.
So you love freestyle. You even drop your own freestyle. Freestyles, one of them being Pretty Little Fears. What's that? Wait. It says October. Was that a birthday thing?
Not necessarily. It just so happened
to be in
drop.
October.
Just like Do Not Disturb, it came out in October too. Well, the video anyway. I don't know. I have this thing about just dropping music around my birthday. I guess like that's my gift. That's my gift to myself. That's just like, yo, bro, like, you really put all this work in every year, feel me? No matter how little the accomplishments are, and like, you deserve it. So just like,
good for you.
Like, that's how I treat myself, because I don't really celebrate birthdays and stuff like that. So
why?
Or holidays. I'm not a Jehovah's Witness,
but
my dad is a Jehovah's Witness. So we kind of grew up.
Oh, okay.
We grew up in that kind of an environment. But like, my friends always do something for me, because they know I won't. So they just be like, yeah, we're doing this and you're gonna like it.
All right, so let's skip the list for a little and talk about your friends. Are we talking about New Mecca?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about New Mecca. All right, so let me just give you guys a little bit of a breakdown. So I get to work with this woman whose name is Bernadette. She is the
shout out Bern.
She is the mind behind Uniquely Coordinated. And so I'm doing social media coverage for her, and I meet you guys, right? I met you first, and then I met Jessica, and I got to meet Sad Hippie and Demi. Mm-hmm. I'm saying it wrong. Demi, yeah. And I knew it was like,
I was just gonna let it go, but
no, because we had this conversation. Names are super important to me. I can't tell you how many times people mispronounce my name, so that's super important to me. And all right, so I met them. These girls are beautiful, by the way.
Yes.
Beautiful. Like, I tried to hook one up with my son and then stopped myself because he has a girlfriend that I actually like. So.
I'm dead. I hope she didn't see this.
Well, no, she knows. I had the conversation with her.
You did?
Like, yeah. She's like, is he in college? I said, no, but he has a good job. She's like, oh, but let me have the. I was like, no, let me stop because he has a girlfriend that I like. But so these girls are beautiful. So on the surface, whatever you see, something you want to look at. But then when I saw them perform, I was like, wow, I was blown away, because it's not like auto tunes. It's not, you just had a mic in your hand. And then I love the fact that from the audience, you guys were singing along with them. Like, their music. You guys are a crew, like the actual intention, emotion behind a crew. So
yes,
talk about New Mecca for a second.
So the New Mecca was founded in 2019 by me and my partner Mixed by Mav.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That was not on my sheet list.
Yeah, it was founded in like December 2019. And so pretty much like navigating this industry since I was a teenager, and like till 2019, I was kind of just like doing everything myself and looking at like all the artists, at least that I was around, that I like really liked as artists and built relationships with. And I'm like, yo, like every single one of us deserves more support, more love, you feel me, more opportunities than we've been given or been able to find. So the New Mecca is pretty much just a conglomerate of artists who are each other's support system. We help each other when we need it. If like just one of us can have a performance, right, and we all gonna pop out, or if we in the studio, we all listening to the records, like, yo, this is cool, like that's fire, and I'll do that again, this record's better than that one. And so we just do our best to support each other. We have our own studios and stuff, so
nice.
Yeah, it's just it's a wonderful feeling to be able to put something like that together, especially because like all the artists, for the most part, are people that I've met just along my journey, and I built relationships with, and it's even doper that they trust me enough to want to be a part of my shit. Feel me? And they believe in me enough.
And how many are we talking about?
16 of us.
Wow.
There's 16 of us. You know how hard it is to get 16
Yes,
people to
I
believe
do.
in you? If to believe in a vision that you have, that shit is incredibly hard, but it felt so easy.
I hear Lexi's in the background agreeing.
He's like, yep.
So what's the range of the genres of music that incorporate?
We have hip hop, we have R&B, we have pop. There's some neo soul in there. There's some rock elements in it. And then like we have photographers and shit like that, you know. But yeah, we just try to. I think the dope thing is with like, so like me, I primarily do like hip hop infused pop. Feel me? So like it's like the melodies are pop, but like it's like hip hop drums, you know, and like sounds. But then Ganja does Jersey Club, and I don't do Jersey Club, but him doing that allows me to.
What is Jersey Club?
What? Oh man, you don't know Jersey Club?
That's okay. Don't be that person. Be like, oh, I'm so glad I get to tell you what it is.
Jersey Club is lit. I'm gonna have to put you on after the
Okay.
interview. I'm definitely gonna have to put you on. But yeah, it's just like being able to like get in pockets you wouldn't necessarily do like yourself is always cool. Feel me? Because you know, the world's bigger than your sound. Like music is bigger than the one sound you have, and if you know how to adapt, then you know that's always great. But yeah, I love the Mecca. That's my definitely probably my biggest accomplishment to date. For myself, at least. Like, if you ask anybody else, they might tell you other things. But for myself, like, being able to put together a group of talented, hungry individuals that just believe in each other, I think that speaks volumes for me.
It absolutely does. And it shows your maturity, by the way.
Yeah, it's a lot to manage, though.
I can
different
imagine.
Personalities, so many different personalities.
So wait, is it just the 3 girls?
It's 2 now.
2. What happened?
So Jessica is no longer with us, but that's she just, you know, she had different things in mind and how she wanted to run her career. We weren't running her career either. We were just assisting her. And it didn't necessarily align with our kind of grind. So it was just a mutual decision. We're still cool and all that. Like, it's no bad blood or anything like that. She was in the studio last night with us. It's just, you know, sometimes.
I'm sad.
Sometimes certain things aren't for people. Like, I told her, too, I was like, yeah, like, sometimes not everybody's meant to be a part of a team. Like, I'm not talking about the team where you have your manager and your booking agent. Like, I'm talking about a team with, like, other artists and shit. That's tough, you know? Especially, the one thing I learned about, like, women in music is they need all the attention. And when you can't give them all the attention, they feel like you're not doing enough for them. So... and that's not just going for her. That's just like what I've experienced time and time
Women
again.
in general.
Yeah. Like, I had a situation, me and Cito, we had a situation with this one girl who was kicking our backs in because we did some music for her, and like she wasn't even paying us up front. So on the back end, we took a little more, but me, like, I split the writer's share with her, and I didn't like bang her out on it. I was very fair, feel me? And then, you know, she kicked her back in.
All right, wait. We got to do the Cliff Notes version of what you just said.
Oh, dang it. I didn't try to like fuck her on a percentage. Like, I wasn't like, oh, like I wrote the records, multiple records, feel me? So like, you know, like, here's your 5%. Like, I was like, nah, like, it was like I was taking 20 and giving her 30. Oh, feel me? Like, I was giving her more for doing less.
Right.
But, you know, when people are self-absorbed, they, you know, feel how they feel. You know, no malice, but I just, you know, that type of energy is not for me.
Good. I'm glad. At least you know that about yourself early on. It took me almost 40 years to do that.
It's never too late.
Nope. No, it isn't.
Keep learning every day.
All right, so let's talk about Heartbreaker featuring Justin Love. And
that's actually a super cool story of how that came together. So this was back when I was like sleeping at the studio. Feel me? Like I was in a down moment, and that was my solace. So I was always in there. And Justin Love, so he ended up moving to excuse me. He ended up moving to LA, and then he flew back, and he stayed in the studio with me, right? So the first night he gets there, we just chopping it up, like I'm picking his brain, because my man just won 2 Grammys, and feel me, like, so I'm picking his brain on like how he got into those spaces and all that. So whatever, boom, we go to sleep. We wake up, Cito walks in the room. He's like, yo, did you play Heartbreaker for Justin? Actually, Lex was supposed to be on Heartbreaker, but he took too long. Feel me? But he's like, did you show him Heartbreaker? And I was like, nah, not yet. So Cito puts it on, and Justin's like, yeah, I'll do the verse, no problem. Right? He kills the verse. And we're sitting there, we're like, damn, this needs a third verse. So we're going through like all these names. We're like 070 Fuegamo, just like throwing out different names. And I'm like, I want Casio. Feel me? And the thing about it is Casio had reached out to me like maybe like a week earlier, like, bro, I fuck with you, like, you're fire, Giselle put me on, this and that. So I'm like, I want Casio, but I don't know if he's gonna come out here for me. Like, he hit me up the other day, but I don't know what that means. Like, he could just be just showing me some love. And Cito's like, oh, I'll call him right now. I'm like, oh, I bet.
I have him on speed dial.
He calls him. Cass is in the middle of a session. Cito calls him. He's like, yo, we need you on this Izzy record. Shit's fire. Justin's on it. Right? So Cass is like, bet, I'm on my way. I go to get food. By the time I come back, Casio's gone. Like, he came, did the verse, and went.
You missed it.
Feel me? And I missed it. But then we, like, doing that, like, that record just turned into us being, like, more interactive with each other. And then we actually ended up doing a whole, like, collab EP called 6.
6?
Yeah, because both our life path numbers are 6.
Oh, so, yeah. -5. Anybody else know what theirs is? 8. -5. All you got to do is add the number. So, like, if it's October 10, then the number of the date and then the year. Add it all up until it comes down to one number. And then that's your life path. Unless you get, like, 11, in which case, leave it at 11.
Yeah.
What if it's...
What if it's 9? Flip it upside down, make it a 6. But yeah, that was a really cool experience for me. Cause it kind of just showed me that, like, as long as you're authentic and, like, you show the proper, like, love and respect to people, like, they'll pop out for you. Feel me? So that's kind of what that situation showed me. Yeah, like, even the Sue Generous situation with Lower was pretty cool too. I had never met him, but Cito was working with him, and Cito hits me one day. He's like, yo, bro, like, we're gonna get Suey on a record for you, so just pick a record. Feel me? And Cito hated Lower at first. He hated it. He did not like the beat. He didn't like the record. I think he just didn't like the beat, and so when he heard the record, he was like, nah. And then he saw me perform it at the Delancey in right by the Williamsburg Bridge. Mm-hmm. And it was like a light show in there. Like, I stole the whole show. And so after that, he was like, yeah, nah, we got to do something with this record. We're going to get Suey on it. I'm like, all right, bet. So whatever, we send it over. Suey gets on it, like, almost immediately. And then Suey has a press release. Not press release, like a press run in New York in, like, February 2019. So when he flew out, we was in the studio, chopping it up. I recorded some records for him, just like, yo, like, thank you, feel me, because, like, that's gonna definitely boost the numbers on this song and all that. It's gonna do well for me. And then, like, when he flew out here, he ended up shooting the video for me too, like, and it was just, like, all love. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Now, when you talk about your videos, how do you come up with your inspiration on what you want it to look like?
Honestly, I be winging shit. I'm not
Yeah?
gonna
Oh, that's okay.
I be winging shit. Which is probably a bad thing, but I don't know. It feels pretty organic to me. So, you know what I mean?
I definitely do. I
gotta get more into the, my little bulletins and storyboards and all that. But it's all a learning process, growing process.
But are you winging it from when you're making the song, recording the song, or when you're going to video it?
When I'm going to video it, I don't think about videos when I'm making the music. I know people who do, which I wish I possessed that ability to multitask in that way, but it just doesn't work that way for me. Like I put little thought into my video, like I want this. All right, I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna do it.
Well, that works. All right, so you were featured in the Humming song.
Yeah.
That was March 2019.
Shout out Live at the Hudson. I had walked into the studio, and my boys Jordan, which is Live at the Hudson, that's the artist whose song I was on. He was in there with my boy Taylor, and my boy Taylor, he actually he plays a big part in my music career. Just like he's driven me to all over the place just to make sure I could perform or get in studios and just make sure I capitalize on whatever opportunities fall in front of me. So shout out him. But yeah, I just walked into the studio and he had another song loaded up, and he was like, "Yo, Iz, what do you think of this?" And I was like, "Damn, this is hard, but show me another one." And then he showed me the Humming song, and I was like, "Yeah, this is the fucking one, dude. This is the one." And we did it. We cut it right then and there, and then probably a few days later, they were like, "Yo, we're gonna shoot the video in a couple days."
Wow, that was quick.
Yeah, I was like, "Damn, I ain't even get a haircut."
Well, let's talk about your look, because going through your Instagram, just a few years ago, your hair was significantly shorter.
Yeah, I don't have extensions.
It grew a lot. What is your ethnicity, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm African American and Puerto Rican.
Okay.
Yeah, I got good hair.
You got good. So, but you went from short, and now you have a hat on, so we can't see it, but you have dreads. Nice.
Oh, this right here. I actually dreaded my hair when it was probably down to my nose, so I didn't have to go through that process that everyone else has to go through with the little baby shit dreads. So thank God for that, because my ugly stage would have been not good for the gram. But yeah, so the reason I even grew out my the dreads was because I was thinking I need something that's gonna make me look interesting to look at, right? So Cito's like, "Oh, just dread your hair," and I'm like, "All right, maybe," feel me? So then I started braiding my hair, but in box braids, so kind of dreadlocks, just to see how it would look, and I like the look. But then even I was like, all right, but people have dreads, so how do I separate mine? So what I started doing is not taking care of it. I would wash it and stuff like that, but I'll let it kink up, and it ended up starting to look like little lightning bolts at the bottom. Feel me? And I thought I don't see anybody with dreads like that. So
you did them yourself?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I have a hair lady that maintains my hair every couple of months.
That's a commitment.
Shout out Delaney Cook.
That is a commitment.
Yeah.
It grew quite fast.
I started growing my hair in 2018. Well, I dreaded my hair in 2018. I already had some length. But yeah, my hair definitely kicks up really fast.
How's it feel in the summer, especially with this heat
God,
wave?
it's killing me. It's killing me, but it's a commitment that I have to stay committed to.
I feel you, because this look is part of my look, my hair, and it's my hair is the good Puerto Rican hair too, and it's like a blanket on me. I have a permanent blanket attached to it, and I
feel like my hair is you ever walk through those doorways that don't have a door, they just have the beads. I feel like that's what my hair is every time I have to pull it out of my face. So that's why I always keep a hat on or keep it in a bun, because it annoys me in that way.
Okay. I feel you on the hair. All right, so then it was in October 2019 that you released one of your most viewed tracks, Lower.
Yeah.
That's the one that
really,
hit.
Yeah, we really just got into that before the question popped up.
Yeah.
I hate that
But that was like right there, right after. So you're good.
Word. Yeah, Cito didn't like that record. He didn't like it at all. And then he seen it performed and saw how people reacted to it. And then there was another time in the studio where we was in the studio with my homie Jesslyn. Shout out Jesslyn. And she had like all her people because it was her session. So she had all her people in there and she loved that record. So she was like, oh, play Lower. And Cito's like, eh. And she's like, no, play it. We have to hear this song. Feel me? And then he saw how the room reacted to it then. And he was like, it's like every time he saw people react to it, he liked it more and more and more. And then it got to the Delancey and it was like,
so it was the mermaid effect. That's called the mermaid effect.
Is it?
Yeah.
The siren effect?
No, mermaid, literally. So you keep seeing the same thing over and over and over again. It just becomes more attractive after a while.
Word. I never heard of the mermaid effect, but that definitely sounds like that's what it was.
All right, so then we have, you released your album, The Worst Love Songs Ever.
February 21st, 2020. Yep.
Wow, he knows the exact date. I only had the month and the year.
It's all good. I'm supposed to know. Yeah, that project, I think that project was like the one, because I released 3 projects before that, but they were just like SoundCloud releases. I was just releasing music to get it out there. Like for just like the sake of releasing it, like I didn't really have a plan for any of my music, but that's when I was just like in full-on artist mode and I wasn't thinking of all the other things that went into the art. So then when I made this project, I took more of that into consideration. That's why there's 2 videos for the project. The project did significantly well. Like it did over 100,000 streams on just Spotify.
Nice.
And that's with like, you know, little to no like marketing dollars. Like that was just all like, you know, organic. Just people like really just fucking with it. Like they find it on a playlist somewhere and, you know, they put it in their playlist and it grows every day too, like the numbers on that project. So I don't know.
That must feel awesome.
Yeah, it does. Definitely. Because I know a lot of artists who don't get even the little bit of love that I get. Feel me? So I just appreciate it. That damn 100,000 times this shit has been streamed or more than that. Feel me? That's cool. I can't wait to get to 1 million records sold though.
Well, you put it out into the universe, though.
That's a fact. I put it out into the universe every day. Every day I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna sell 1 mil plus one day. Feel me? I don't know when, I don't know how soon, I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I know I'm gonna do it. And when I get there, it's up.
Well, and even through the pandemic, you have that same attitude because you released the song. Hold on. Privacy.
Yeah. I actually released that when I was in LA. So at the beginning of the pandemic, so literally I flew to LA and the day after I got there, lockdown.
No way.
Yeah.
How long were you stuck
terrible.
out there?
I was only for 7 days. They were still letting people fly back, but like there was like nothing to do. Everyone was inside. I actually went to Sui's release party the day we landed. So I at least got to do that and like network and you know, build with people in the industry. So that was cool. But other than that, I think thank God we rented a big ass house when we went out there, because it would have sucked if we were just trapped in an apartment.
I know, could you imagine? Even worse, a hotel. Hello, who's ever joining us?
Yeah, we stayed in Hacienda when we went out there, Hacienda Heights. I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, the crib we were staying at was it was at the top of the hill, and you could just see
at least so it was kind of like a staycation.
It had a pool and all that. So it was
good.
cool. It was cool. But the one thing we were able to do was hit studios though, so that was cool.
You probably got like first dibs too.
Nice. Yeah, because everyone was scared. Everyone was inside.
Sure.
I'm like, yeah, one life to live, bro.
No, I mean, I was like, everybody stay away. Stay away. All right, so then right after, it looks like you dropped the music video for your song Money Right.
Nah, I actually dropped that in 2018, I think, or 2019.
So my fact sheet is wrong because it says January 2021.
Nah, I released that. It might have been 20.
So Google is wrong, just so you know.
I think it was 2019. I don't remember. Google was wrong, or maybe Google's right. I don't know. The whole last couple years have been a blur.
Blur.
Yeah, it's been a blur. Maybe you're right. I don't want to say you're wrong because everything else here is right. So
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say I'm wrong on this one.
All right, cool. It's recorded for the rest of our lives that you said you're wrong.
Yeah.
Just so we know. So you like doing freestyles and covers of songs.
Yeah.
What's your favorite? Like, now let's put it this way. If you were doing karaoke right now, what is your go-to? Like, you even know the code to punch in.
Human Nature by Michael Jackson.
Oh.
Yeah, I love that song.
Can you? Right now?
Nah.
Did I just put you on the spot?
Not with the beat in my ears.
Oh, all right. So let's turn the beat off, please.
All right, I'll give you like the first couple rounds.
Okay.
I got to be able to hear myself in real time, though.
Okay.
Reaching out across the nighttime, the city winks a sleepless eye.
Thank you. That was awesome. All right. That was awesome. Thank you so much for that.
No problem.
So, by the way, you don't look. Like, when I look
Like a
at
singer?
you, yeah, I don't see that voice is what's coming out of you. So I think that was what was also so intriguing about you for me. That's amazing.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what like attracts people to me, to be honest, or at least to my music. Like, and like you don't look how you sound.
No.
Feel me? And it's like why don't you look how you sound?
Well, what is that supposed to look like?
I don't know. I guess like Justin Bieber or one of those guys.
Please don't
Shout
look
out Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber's awesome.
No, he is. He is.
But he looks like a singer.
Right.
Feel me? Like The Weeknd. The Weeknd doesn't look like a singer. He just sings his ass off.
Yeah. Good
Know what I'm
point.
saying?
Yeah. Good point. But I thought you were like but you do rap also.
Yeah, I do rap. I got bars. For sure. 100%.
And how, if you had to, like if somebody had a gun to your head, God forbid, what would be your go-to? Would it be rap or singing?
Singing. Definitely singing, because like even though like I definitely have a lot of confidence in my ability to rap, just as a creative, I feel like singing like fulfills me more.
Okay.
Like putting together melodies and like the ability to say so much with way fewer words is just, I feel like there's a lot of power in that.
How long does it take you from beginning to end for like you get this idea and writing it down and recording it and
to write probably like,
don't say a day.
no, not even. To write, I'd say anywhere from like 20 to 45 minutes.
Shut the front door.
Yeah, you could ask about me. The Google won't tell you that, but
So that's where the pen god comes from.
Yeah.
Wow.
and but like to record too and do like, you know, all the harmonies, and I also mix and master all my own stuff, so that is why it'll take more than a day. But the writing and recording process, I get that all done in like,
Wow.
and like, you know, depending on how like focused I am, like 2 hours, 3 hours, to do it all from the writing to, you know, when I'm done recording.
Wow.
Sometimes less, depending on like how like into it I am, you know. Damn, I was gonna say something else, I forgot.
Sorry. That's the Libra in us.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is.
So you can interrupt me anytime because that's what I have to do, or otherwise I'll forget what I want to say.
But yeah, that's why I didn't even give myself the name Pen God. It was given to me. Like, so my Demi, she started calling me that, right? And I was like, yeah, like that's cool. Feel me? Like, cause like I wasn't trying to like yeah, I'm Pen God.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? But then everyone else started calling me it, so I'm like, alright, I gotta wear it.
And you do. We talked about that. I got to do some micro interviews with you for Uniquely Coordinated.
That's right.
And that was, you definitely own that. That is yours.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel like also me wearing it on my back. It's
right
like,
now?
Yeah, I got it on the back of my crew neck.
Yep. Yeah, you too.
It makes people go, Pen God.
Conversation starter.
Pen God. Either that or they're like just waiting to see what I sound like. And even at the All Eyes on Me experience, like one of the judges, he was like, bro, I saw Pen God written on your back, and I was just looking for flaws in your writing and flaws in your delivery and all these things. He's like, bro, I couldn't find anything. And I was like, yeah.
Wait, was Lex there at either the two performances?
Yeah, Lex was there.
Oh, I didn't see you. Oh, I think I do remember you were recording when the girls were singing. Yeah? When we were outside? Oh, you weren't? Okay, so then no. Sorry. My bad.
He was you were at the first one, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the one with where
Crazy
it was
Bone.
like Ace. Yeah, what?
No, Crazy
No,
Bone.
it was Ace Moolah.
Hayes Hefner.
Yeah. Tyler Bryant. Shout out those guys too, man.
Yeah.
Those guys are all dope in their own right.
Super talented. I keep saying, I was talking to Jimmy before you guys got here, and I'm like, the amount of talent that you guys have. So wait, answer a question, because I already put it out there. I was like, if you guys are 25, that's old. So of New Mecca, is anybody over 25?
Yeah, well, I'm 26. Okay. My older brother, Eli, he's 28. Sandro's 30, and Ace is 30. And everyone else is younger than us.
Younger, okay. The young crew, man. Amazing talent. All right, so what? Okay, next. Because then I'll just go off on a tangent. So you did a cover of The Kid Laroi Without You.
Yeah, The Kid Laroi is so fire, man. And I'm not really into doing covers, but that song just spoke to me. Because you can't make a wife out of a hoe.
Do you ever do covers of like older songs that are like way before your time?
You know, I was gonna do a cover of "Do for Love" by Bobby Caldwell, but I didn't because Snow Allegra did it and it was lit. Like she did like a Spotify exclusive, and I was like, oh, I can't do this anymore. Like this is too recent.
So wait, that's the only one then?
Nah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not really a cover guy, actually, now that I think about it. But, like, I be thinking sometimes, like, I'll hear a song, I'm like, damn, I want to cover that. And I just don't.
Do you know how many, all right, so we have another music professional. There have been so many, covers of songs, and people are like, oh, my God, this is such a hot song. I'm like, dude, that was from, like, 1984.
Right.
And they're like, nah, what are you talking about? There was a perfect example. Somebody even said, because, like, I think it was Queen Latifah that they sampled, right? So she was in the video, and somebody was like, oh, who's that? That's so cool. They're having somebody new. She looks so much old. And I was like, what? Everybody was like, are you fucking kidding me?
You don't know who Queen Latifah
is? It was somebody that major. But I'm sorry, these younger kids, they don't even know what dial-up is at all.
Oh, man.
Not even as a frame of reference.
That was a terrible time. That was a terrible time.
Who?
Computer or phone, pick one.
You got mail.
Yeah.
Who had an AOL chat room?
I did. I definitely did.
Like, don't call me until after 9.
Yeah.
Yep. Just free after 9.
But those are the fun ones to look at. But I would love to see like someone of your talent, your caliber, do a cover from one of those, like late 70s, early 80s songs. Especially in the movies right now and the shows, everybody's trying to like revamp that whole campy 80s.
Yeah.
Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm. I love Stranger Things. That's like my favorite show out right now. I would like to, but like if I'm gonna do like covers, I don't want to just like rip the instrumental off of YouTube. Like I want to like reproduce it and like really and like modernize it. If I'm gonna do that, make it my own.
Yeah, that's the point.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I think that's why I don't do it, because I don't just want to rip the instrumental off and do it that way.
You don't want to be a cover band guy.
Nah. I will sing at your wedding though, but I'm gonna sing my music.
Okay, I've already been married, but you'll do at my renewal?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
I
on
got you.
recording. Everybody heard you say.
You heard it here first. I actually did. I did that before. I didn't sing my song. I was like 16 or maybe a little younger, like maybe like 14, 15. And my boy Eric, his mom and his step pops were doing their vow renewals, and he ended up playing a song, and I sang a song, and she cried, and it was a beautiful moment. It's a beautiful moment.
Just do not make me cry with all my makeup on, please.
What? Nah, I'm definitely gonna make you.
Damn it, I'm a crier too.
Cry. Tears of joy, though.
Fuck it, never mind.
Tears of joy. Gotcha.
All right. All right, so I'm assuming that this is this year. So on February 27th, you started posting videos prepping for the release of your new song, Phobia.
Yes, I did. Shout out Urban Innovator. He helped me put together all that content. Because I'm not like a content guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally only use social media to do music stuff. But I hate having to come up with like trendy, funny like videos and all of that shit. So I was like, all right, how can I do the content and like still like, you know, keep my sense of self, feel me, and not feel like I'm just doing something for numbers. And I linked up with my guy, Urban Innovator, and he was like, yo, so what we could do is just like we do like an interview and like on some Hollywood Stories type vibe, and we just break down your records. And I thought that was a cool way to put out content and still stay true to me.
Well, it definitely worked. I love that song. That's the song I used for your promo, and I just blindly did it. I let the app that I edited your promo with choose what part of the song, and it like was so perfect. Talk about what was the inspiration behind Phobia?
For that song, really nothing. Cito made the beat, and then he had to run to Walmart, and he challenged me. He was like, yo, I want this song written by the time I come back. And I said, I'll do you one better. It's going to be recorded too. And so I just started picking keywords and like developing a flow, and then like, yo, that song took me like 20 minutes to write.
I hate you so much.
Yeah, that was an easy one. Cause it was more like of a feeling process than a thought process, which is how music should be. And so I was just like, yeah, I got you. Say no more. I bet you I'll have it done before you come back. And I won the bet.
What'd you get for the bet?
Nothing. Just bragging
wonderful.
rights.
Did he not bring you anything from Walmart at least?
No.
Wow.
No,
and he hasn't checked your messages yet.
He did go buy a bottle, so yeah, that was cool. We drank Casamigos that night. I was fucked up that night. I think we did another record too that night. I forget what though. Yeah, me and Cito make a lot of music together, and we just be bombed out of our minds.
Do you find it's better when you're inebriated versus when you're not?
Nah. I just feel like, so when I make music, I like to go by this saying that Quincy Jones has said. He said, for every hour you work, laugh for 2. Feel me? So I just like to keep shit like fun and light and not like think too much about like,
I gotcha.
You know, what's going into the songs. Obviously I'm not gonna like say no bullshit, and I'm conscious when writing the music, but I just try not to, you know, take it too seriously, because that's when it starts to feel like work, and I don't want it to feel like work. I love this shit.
I definitely get you on that. I completely understand. All right, so then the last thing on the actual homework list is that you, and we talked about this before, you have the second part to
the worst love songs ever. Yeah, so
wait, talk about the first one again, because we kind of glazed over that.
The first one I hold near and dear to me. I don't know which one I like better, to be honest. I think I just like them both equally for different things. So the first project, part 1, the first song I made for it was in 2017, and I was just in this space. I was dating this girl at the time, and it was like a very like, it was the honeymoon stage. So I was like, yeah, I love you, like my vinyl collection, baby. You know what I'm saying? And then like life just got like really real between us. Feel me? And so like as I'm making as I'm with her, like I'm making the content for this album, and it just starts getting more and more mature. Like the second song is Money Right. It's like, this is like, yo, like, what are you doing with yourself? Like, I know you're doing music, but what are you doing with yourself? Feel me? Like, you got a job, you making money, and at the time, I didn't have a job. I was working at a studio. I wasn't making like a lot of money. And it's hard to be in relationships, at least as a man, when you don't have like a sense of value. And I mean, feel how you feel about what I'm about to say, but like women need that sense of security, for the most part, generally. Everyone's an individual, but just like generally speaking, like if you don't got money, you gotta be careful who you're dealing with, because that type of shit matters to a lot of people. And so it was like just
and it doesn't need to be in a negative way.
No, not at all. It's just like you want to be provided for and protected, and that's okay. But I wasn't in that space to provide or protect anyone. Feel me? Well, like protect like physically, yeah, but like as far as like financial assets and shit like that, nah, I wasn't in that space. So that became a very real conversation, and then like I was just like, you know what, like this is like too much stress for me to deal with. Like I'm about to be broke as hell for a while because I'm trying to make this music shit work. So if that's like something that's really like a deal breaker, then it is what it is. And that wasn't even the deal breaker. She just ended up being a slime ball. So that's when Heartbreaker came. Actually, that's when Escape came. She broke my fucking heart, and I made Escape, and I was crying in the booth. I was like, escape my path. And then I made Heartbreaker. And then, that album was just like, it showed like my, like how I matured. Feel me? And so, boom, it starts with beautiful music. I Love You Like My Vinyl Collection. Then it ends with like, I Can't Escape. Like, I can't escape my past. I can't escape like my father's sins that are falling on me and how he treated women. I can't escape this need to feel like some kind of like acceptance and validation from the women that I'm involved with because my mom wasn't around, and like, feel me, and just going through like and being like as real as I can with myself. And then so that's where that album ends, and then part 2 picks up like in the state of like, alright, like I'm doing the work. Like I know things these niggas never talk about. Like they be simping. Like I remember when I was simping, I'm not simping no more. I learned these bitches ain't shit before I learned to tie my shoes. Feel me? And then it just like from there it gets like super braggadocious. Then it gets into Nebula. That's like this like, bitch, I'm all up in my bag again. Like you never gonna catch me feeling that way again. You feel me? Like I'm here now. And but then like there's records like You Said, which is track 8, where it's like I talk about like, yo, like what I said through my adolescence, all I learned was women tend to lie and turn and cry when I would read between the lines. I used to blame my mom. The first time I got stood up, I was 5. That whole night I cried. Feel me? I was just like keeping it real and just like trying to like put enough of myself into this project, and I was like not even in those states of feeling those ways, but like I know that there's other people who feel exactly how I felt, so it's just like kind of like trying to make sure that the music that I put out like could do something for people. It's not just like I'm gonna go to the club and turn up and gang. Like, yeah, those records are there too. Like, yeah, but like it's not about that for me. It's more about just giving people like allowing people to like accept their flaws and champion themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Love it. Where does Phobia live on between those two?
It lives in this space. So like, it's kind of like Attachment Theory, which is the outro to my project, which is actually my favorite song. I feel like that's my magnum opus to date. Like, I feel like that's my best creation so far. Just like musically, like, people made like the other records better because they're more bops. But like, as far as like what I think is like probably my best writing, the best well put together record is Attachment Theory. But Phobia, I'd say Phobia wasn't even about me. Like I'm like definitely not afraid of love. It was just like that's the first word that popped into my head. Feel me? I was just saying, phobia, mine's love. And I built off of that. And I was like, okay. Phobia is probably like my 4th favorite song on that project.
That's still not bad.
Yeah.
I love that song. We got 4 minutes. Oh, we got 4 minutes. Wow. That was quick. That was quick.
Time flies when you're having fun. Know what I'm saying?
Wow, I didn't even realize. Usually I'm checking my clock to make sure that he had to tell me this time.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so cool. All right, so what else do we want to talk about real quick? We got 4 minutes. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at IzzyNyce, IzzyNyce. That's the same thing for Twitter and Facebook, and TikTok. Actually, my TikTok is IzzyNyce official. But and then on DSPs, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, all of that, you can find me at IzzyNyce, IzzyNyce. No space.
It's all one word.
Yeah, all one word.
Yep. I remember asking you that, and you said no.
Thank you for asking me that, because there's been so many times where people put the space or like to put my name in all caps and like, just do things.
I changed the font specifically because when you replied to me and spelled it out, I was like, no, he purposely did caps and lower letter. So I changed my font for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh shit, my battery's done. Can you just hit?
Yeah, I really appreciate that, because some people don't like. What's the crazy shit is people will hit me up.
Don't worry.
Feel me? Like whether it's for events or interviews or whatever, people will hit me up, right? And like if you're conducting an interview, right, you're supposed to know things like that. At the very least, like, you should know how to spell the artist's name, how to say the name, unless it's just like some weird, wild name that you don't know how to pronounce.
Well,
But like, my shit is really simple. It's IzzyNyce, and instead of an I in nice, I put a Y. Feel me? Like, if anything, I would be like, all right, if you got the spelling of nice wrong, all right, but like everything else is like simple. It's right there.
Do you rap your name at all in any of your songs?
Yeah. I don't think I've done it as of recently, but when I was younger, I used to, because of the play on words. I might get back to that.
Even spelling it out. IZZY.
NYCE. Bitch.
All right. So thanks so much for coming in and having that conversation with me. That was awesome. All right, everybody, it's a brand new week, so go own it and mind your favorite minx and join us next time. Have a great week, everybody.
Peace out, y'all.
That was good. Thank you.